What are the best apps for Instagram stories? The first app that I'm going to tell you about is called Mojo. But this particular app just allows you to create really cool videos, as well as it also supports photos as well. So if you haven't taken a look at Mojo, you should, because Mojo I don't even think I can explain it here on this podcast. It is an amazing tool. There is a fee to use some of the pro options, but with Mojo, you can create really cool graphics and videos that you can use in your Instagram stories to engage your audience. The second app that we're going to go over. Over is a really cool app because it does allow you to resize different types of templates. So it is a template maker similar to Canva. If I were to place two different apps in a bucket that really are comparison to one another or comparable to one another, it would definitely be Over and Canva. Those two apps are similar but different, whether it's video or if it's a static image. So definitely take a look at Over. It is one that I would recommend over Canva in some respects, just because of all of the different features and elements that Over offers for stories. Now the third tool, Spark Post. Now Spark Post is actually a part of the Adobe family. And with Spark Post, you can actually do a lot of resizing there as well, but I love to use Spark Post for Instagram stories. So those are the three different types of apps I think that you should try for Instagram stories. Let's talk a little bit about the content in itself. Instagram stories are about 15 seconds long, but in that 15 seconds, you can do so much. You can promote an event, you can do a countdown timer, you can do a poll and poll your audience. There's a lot of different ways that you can interact with your audience via stories. You can also do some behind the scenes type of content, which I gotta be honest with you, right? A lot of people tell you to use behind the scenes content. You need to make it entertaining. So if you do something that's super duper boring behind the scenes, you need to either find a way to spice it up or don't do behind the scenes content, because if anything, it'll drive down your engagement level, because just plainly put it, it's boring and no one wants to see it. So with that all being said, really make sure that you're putting engaging content that's going to stimulate someone in some way or provide information or education in some way in your stories in a very quick timeline, right? Because no one wants to see you just behind the scenes doing whatever you do and it's not entertaining or engaging in some way. Timeline, right? Within 15 seconds, it needs to be able to do that. So those are different apps, once again, that I've mentioned. With each of those apps, you have elements that you can infuse into the content that you can really engage with your audience, find a way to wake them up as well. There's a time in which you get your audience together and folks are following you and you have them and they're kind of just sitting there. And especially on Instagram, if you aren't engaging every single day or putting out content all of the time, then your content, your reach, it goes kaplunk. It really just goes down the drain. And so you really need to find a way to allow that content to shine again and to wake your people up so that they go, oh, yeah, I remember that brand, or I remember that business. Yeah, that's right. I remember why I followed them again. And then Instagram will start to show your content to more and more people. That's where your Reels comes in. And we'll have a whole separate episode about Reels and ways you can use Reels and some of the things that I see with Reels and ways you're going to be using that. So that'll be coming up here really soon. So I'll see you guys all next week in our Content Ideas Weekly. Wishing you wellness in life and in business. Peace.